Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life.
It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends.
There is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. I have no notion of loving people by halves. It is not my nature.
It is one of the blessings of old friends that you can afford to be stupid with them. The statistics on sanity are that 1 out of every 4 people is suffering from a mental illness. Look at your 3 best friends. If they're okay, then it's you.
It's the friends you can call up at an end that matter. Count your age by friends, not years. Count your life by smiles, not tears. It is one of the blessings of old friends that you can afford to be stupid with them.
Nobody likes being alone that much. I don't go out of my way to make friends, that's all. It just leads to disappointment.
Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends?
Words are easy, like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends.
Animals are my friends, and I don't eat my friends.
Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends will leave footprints in your heart.
What draws people to be friends is that they see the same truth. They share it.
I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their good intellects.
Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is the slow ripening fruit.
Have fun with life because it gives you the opportunity to love and work and play and look up to the stars, to be content with your possessions, to hate nothing in the world but falsehood and evil, and to fear nothing but cowardice, to be governed by your admiration rather than by your disgust, to covet nothing of your neighbor but the kindness and gentleness of his conduct, to think seldom of your enemies, often of your friends, and to spend as much time as you can with body and soul.
Many of the network television shows have done takeoffs on Family Circus, including David Letterman, Friends Roseanne, and others, and in my estimation, the use of them is a compliment to the popularity of the feature, which just by mentioning its name sets up the image of a warm, loving family-type feature.
I enjoyed the meetings too. It was like having friends.
They spoke very little of their mutual feeling. Pretty phrases and warm expressions being probably unnecessary between such tried friends.
My heart is warm with the friends I make, and better friends I'll not be knowing. Yet there isn't a train I wouldn't take, no matter where it's going.
When I was a kid, there was no collaboration. It's you with a camera bossing your friends around. But as an adult, filmmaking is all about appreciating the talents of the people you surround yourself with and knowing you could never have made any of these films by yourself.
Like all of my friends, she's a lousy judge of character.
I never felt comfortable with myself because I was never part of the majority. I always felt awkward and shy and on the outside of the momentum of my friends' lives.
Only enemies speak the truth. Friends and lovers lie endlessly, caught in the web of duty.
It is easy enough to be friendly to one's friends, but to befriend the one who regards himself as your enemy is the quintessence of true religion. The other is mere business. A good rider possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friend.
Nothing makes the earth seem so spacious as to have friends at a distance. They make the latitudes and longitudes.
Good books are as friends, willing to give to us if we are willing to make a little effort.
This book taught me, once and for all, how easily you can escape this world with the help of words. You can find friends between the pages of a book, wonderful friends.
Have you felt it too? Have you seen how your best friends love everything about you except the things that count? And your most important is nothing to them, nothing. Not even a sound they can recognize.
I have a couple freeloader friends, but it's okay. I know they're gonna come in with their arms flying in the air empty-handed.
Between friends, differences in taste or opinion are irritating in direct proportion to their triviality.
I have lost friends, some by death, others by sheer inability to cross the street.
Friendship with oneself is all important, because without it one cannot be friends with anyone else in the world.
Don't listen to the malicious comments of those friends who, never taking any risks themselves, can only see other people's failures.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
People hear about stuff from their friends, or a magazine, or a newspaper.
I always felt that it was easier to take a funny person and teach them to write television than to take somebody who was a television writer and make them funny. And I discovered a lot of great writers that went on to do a lot of great shows like Seinfeld, Friends, you know, 3.5 Men. And I discovered a lot of great writers that went on to do a lot of great shows like Seinfeld, Friends, you know, 3.5 Men.
I think women are really good at making friends and not good at networking. Men are good at networking and not necessarily making friends. That's a gross generalization, but I think it holds in many ways.
Good books, like good friends, are few and chosen. The more select, the more enjoyable.
A civilized nation can have no enemies, and one cannot draw a line across a map. A line that doesn't even exist in nature, I'd say that. The ugly enemy lives on the one side, and good friends live on the other.
You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family, and they're still kin to you no matter whether you acknowledge them or not, and it makes you look right silly when you don't.
Concentrate on what you want to say to yourself and your friends. Follow your inner moonlight. Don't hide the madness. You say what you want to say when you don't care who's listening.
No matter how far you take it with your friends, whether you're fighting with them or you hate them for 2 months, you just really need them because they're the ones who teach you the most about yourself.
A friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you just the way you are. Truly great friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. A true friend is someone who thinks that you are a good egg even though he knows that you are slightly cracked. It sounds like a cliche, but you sing about what you know. And I grew up in a small town. And I grew up in a place where your whole world revolved around friends, family, and school, and places of worship and sports.
The friends we have lost do not repose under the ground. They are buried deep in our hearts. It has been thus ordered that they may always accompany us.
Let no one think of me that I am humble or weak or passive. Let them understand I am of a different kind. Dangerous to my enemies, loyal to my friends. To such a life glory belongs.